Welcome back to an episode of We Are Again in the Jungle, and in front of us we have different symbols representing the different races, or at least the different gods and so on. And what we're gonna do now is, wait, did I already get all of the items up here? I don't think so. I hope not. Looks like I did. Okay, which is perfect. There's an eternal conductor. Do we need this one? Maybe. Maybe we have to pull the lever, but I think what we have to do in order to get this right, we have to actually get the symbols right first. So everything is on moon right now, which means we need to change some of them to sun. Like Armadia is not the one. Dwarf is also not the one. Lizard is actually sun, so we have to change that. There we go. So up is sun. No. What does it do? It flips twice. No, it's a sun symbol. Good. So lizards are sun people. Then we have Xantessa. Xantessa, the imp, which is also moon. Or was it? Elf is also moon. Wait. And orc pillars are sun. Elves are moon. Xantessa is moon. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the lizards are sun. The orcs are sun. And the Ralik, this is the one. Human pillars are also sun. So somehow I feel as if something is missing. Or maybe I got the wrong choice. Was it really just... Yeah, it's a Temple of the Seven. I actually thought it was like sun and sun, right? 4 suns, 4 moons or whatnot. So let's see.
This won't work. What a strange device.
Yeah, force won't work. Force won't work. So maybe we need one of those face thingies. Let's see. It was probably with the Red Prince somewhere. Like not an internal artifact, but the face capacitor could do it. And now it is probably electrified. Perfect. So let's take this back in, and we are good. Nice. Do we something to interact here? It was actually quite uneventful, but this is how you get through the main gate without any hiccups, I presume. So onwards then. Onwards. Whoa. The Voidvoken Delegate, which is right at the entrance. Very interesting. Let's have a little talk with it, shall we?
The Voidwoken rears its head as you approach, its beady eyes looking past you. You glance over your shoulder and see Fane staring at it, transfixed.
You.
Not the Fane, allow him to approach the Voidvoken.
The Voidwoken hisses as Fane approaches. It calls him traitor, but it calls him brother too. Fane's drive to uncover the universe's secret saw the Eternals cast into the void. His hubris saw his people turned into Voidwoken. But the Voidwoken offers him a chance to redeem himself, to rejoin his people. If he accepts the God King's covenant, all will be forgiven. The Voidwoken claims that the Eternals can return to this world, that Fane can be home again. The skeleton looks back at you.
Rest your hand on Fane's shoulder and tell him you're here for him. You'll always be here for him. Right. Shout out to Fane. He can't. Not after everything you've been through together. Tell Fane not to be an idiot. He doesn't want you as an enemy. Well, we could go with a finesse thing, right? The whole... You'll always be here for him, sure. That's the thing, like... We are not here to do that. Actually, I want to know where this finesse thingy goes to. See what it actually has as a result. Otherwise, I'm going to go with a Constitution persuasion.
I'm sorry, brother. I cannot.
Which brother are we talking
I
about?
cannot see this land destroyed just so we can rebuild our more imperfect world. I have a new home now.
Very well, traitor. Side with your mortal pets. Share their fate.
A Voidwoken stares intently at you. This creature seems different. It sways with a sinewy purpose. Intelligence glints in its eyes.
Step back, Hanola. Chancellor's draws to a close. We have returned to claim what is ours. We have returned to claim the world.
Well, the world is no one's, actually. Tell the Voidvoken it's wrong. The world does not belong to the Void. Never will. Ask the Voidvoken why it calls you thief? Yes.
All mortals are thieves. You have stolen our world. All the world is ours.
What is this? All your base belong to us or something?
We are not the Void, mortal. We are of the world. You are of the Void.
Oh ho ho ho. And how so?
When we were banished, you were made. You owe your entire existence to us. You owe us everything.
Such to think that this might actually be the whole truth. And all of the truth. There's actually some grain of truth in there somewhere.
We were betrayed by the 7 usurpers. They took our powers and used them to create you. They sent us to the Void and thought we'd never return. They were wrong. And now they will face the wrath of the king.
7 usurpers. Ask if that means the 7 gods. Yeah.
They were little more than local barons, until Fane the traitor found the veil. In their greed, the 7 tore its fabric. This gave them power. It made them gods. And it let the Void into the world, and saw us banished to its clutches.
I don't like that. Anyway, tell them they can never return. They bring the Void with them. The Void destroys all.
You left us no choice. We had no other tools. We shall return, and then we shall cast out the Void. But the king has asked of you. He sees your pain. He sees what they have done to you. You too have suffered at the hands of the 7. He offers you his help. And when he returns, all that you have lost will be yours. And more. So much more.
Interesting. But let me just pause on that decision for a moment.
He can save you from your world, Godwoken. Rise with the king to his glory. Give up your sins and your false gods, and you shall be forgiven. Swear yourself to the king, and he shall make you whole. The king hath made his covenant. You shall be reborn. Accept and be welcome in our world.
Interesting. Refuse the covenant, of course. All the time, we were definitely not on the Void side. We can understand them, though.
But we will not fight your husk, mortal. The time will come when the thieving coward inside of you must step out. If it can still walk. You shall end then.
Oh. Huh. It really was just a delegate. That was kind of weird.
What you were told hangs in the air like a noxious cloud. The Voidwoken were Eternals, robbed of their source in order to create you. They allied themselves with the Void so they could return.
These things had their time and were overthrown. This is our world now. We have to fight for it. These beings were wronged. They have a stronger claim to this world than we do. Why is there no middle ground here? Bollocks. These beings had their time and were overthrown. Well, that is definitely true. It's our world now. Yes. The thing is, all of the Deuterinos that were pushed into the Void, they can return, right? But the God King, no. Like there's a certain cut. This could be the middle ground. Have a stronger claim to this world than we do. Well, stronger claim. Who has the most claim? None of them have. Like, that's the thing. the original, like, if they were the original owners, right, then does the original owner have a stronger claim than you do? Because you live here right now, right? And they just came in there again. Like, that's the thing. Is it the current owner, or is it the old owner? Who has the stronger claim here, right? Is it the now, or was it the when? These beings had that time, definitely. But what about the future beings, right? What about that?
What they pursued for power, which is what they're doing still. One has to admire their tenacity.
Finally, someone with a piece of knowledge and way of thinking.
Looks to me like they do just about anything to survive. The mark of civilization is knowing when it's your turn to lay down so that others may live.
My people. What have they done to you? This cannot stand. You must be restored.
You, as in, And you can just open the door. As in Godwalker. Now we are here, back at the teleporter of the 7. Let's just explore the rest of this area, because we still have a little bit of time. Let's see, that's the wrong one. And right click, pick the lock. Open Sesame. Now what is behind here? There could be some storage room, experience. No refresh of the missions. There could be some artifacts hidden in here. Look at that. A supernova scroll. Nice. Also, just 2 action points. So this is what makes those scrolls like really, really good. They only cost 2 action points, because the supernova usually costs you 3. Pretty neat. So let's see. We're going to pick this up with this guy though. Phase capacitor goes in here, and we got another eternal artifacts and some nice stuff around it. What about that? Even more nice stuff. Sweet. A little treasure trove. Now let's identify some things. That one goes to Fate, if you can manage that. Identify this. And identify this. And that one goes to me, of course. Oh, the phase capacitor has to go to the Red Prince and his infantry. 51. Interesting damage. But I could just sell a thing. What about that? Ooh. No, it's actually not better. Look at that. If the beast would be a shield character, then he would definitely benefit a lot from it. Otherwise, we got... Yes. Again, not nice. Absolutely not nice. Higher resistance are always greater to have, right? Always, always nicer. But higher armor value is always nicer to have. But when it comes to resistance values, I would say that actually you would need to calculate how much effective health that would be, right? Depending on a standard attack that you would take. That's an iffy one. Let's move this over here. And the Eternal Artifact also goes to the Red Prince. Now, let's move all of those phase capacitors over here. This has no value. This is some value. Oh, maybe the bowl has, like, no use at all or whatnot. Let's move the phase capacitor over there. Move that down there. Eternal Artifact is like this one. Let's move that over here. Do this one there. I think that should be it now. Right. And what is it that I wanted to do with those gloves? Because at one point I wanted to use them. That's weird. It gets compared to the lizard, I think. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to use them, but somehow I didn't. Fire, water, air. That is exactly what we want. But he has like earth and air resistances, which is nice. Fire would be a good one. But what about my resistances? Also, earth, air. Yeah, earth is missing. Yeah, but then we would get water. I would be at 94 water resistance. That would be quite cool. Initiative crit strike. Well, do we really care that much about crit? Not really. I should actually use this one myself. No, wait. Oh, bollocks. What else we got? Like Hydrosurface Geomancer. Poison. We don't need poison resistance. But having the additional water resistance on the... Rune slots are better, it seems. Rune slots are better. So, if we were to give Fane that one... Yeah, that would be better. 7425. 7425. Yeah, much nice. Oh yeah, Feathery. That's why we don't use them on him. Oh, come on. Like, there's always something in there that always seems to not quite work. So either we would have it on there the wrong way. Ugh, bollocks. No matter what you choose, it's always wrong. Unbelievable. So, where would we go then? Actually, I have to go to the right side here for that. Let's see.
An automaton still and silent before you. A faint glow pulsates from within its chest cavity, dormant perhaps.
Hmm.
An automaton still and silent.
Take a closer look.
A compartment in the side of the contraption appears to be empty. There's a part missing.
Oh, okay. So let's place one of those capacitors in
The
it.
capacitor sparks and fizzles. Then the pulsating light begins circulating throughout the automaton. It rises. The automaton looms above you. A lone, glowing eye takes you in dispassionately.
Bah, why must it be the... This is so stupid. Deep freeze. Wait a minute. Okay, I already know this one. Blitz attack challenge. And then there's like cryogenics, Nice. Nice. There are even multiple skill books in there. That's pretty neat. Alright, do I actually know Bone Cage? Like, one of those necromancing skills I actually haven't learned yet. The totem one might be very, very useful, though. I could actually get the gold, though. Anyway, hold your breath and wait to see what happens next.
A fresh Godwoken ready for induction. Very good. I am here to serve.
Okay, what is this place?
This is the Academy. It is a place of great learning. I am the Seneschal. I serve both those who teach and those who come to learn. Those like you.
Oh, okay, very interesting.
Allow me to show you.
Ask what's the purpose of the academy?
The Academy exists to help unveil the divine from amongst the Godwoken.
Inquire as to what Godwoken must do from here.
You must enter the temple, then prove yourself in the arena of the One.
Okay, ask how to enter that. Ask the Seneschal if there's something wrong with it. No, ask how you succeed in that arena.
It's quite simple. Defeat all others.
And how do I enter that temple?
Godwoken should be able to enter without issue. It seems that the Academy has been impeded due to neglect or interference. I appear to have been tampered with. Whoever is responsible may have caused similar damage elsewhere. Apologies, Godwoken. I trust you will be able to overcome any difficulties.
Thank you. Now, what else we got?
The automaton fixes.
Godwoken, I am the
Is there
The
something wrong
Seneschal
there?
falls silent for a long moment, as if processing this question is quite taxing on its cognitive faculties.
It seems I was interfered with. My power supply was removed through force. The perpetrator is unclear. Inactivity has caused further damage. I cannot access my full faculties. Unfortunate, but I shall help you however possible.
Alright, so we got the purpose. Divine from amongst the Godwoken. Should pass freely. Defeat everyone. And oh, look at that. There's even some text that we can read.
I have no idea what any of this means.
I can understand this reads, "In the footsteps of the Eternals." But what that means remains to be seen.
I can understand this reads in the footsteps of the Eternals, but what that means remains to be seen.
Well, we kind of know that, don't we? If the Eternals were the ones that previously owned the place, then if we step in their footsteps, then that basically means that we are taking over from them somehow. And what is this room? Ah, there was the laser thingy. Interesting. Lennard Rawl. Wait. No.
An ancient library. I feel right at home.
Here we go.
Interesting. Do you have to... What? There we go. So that one moves over here. That one goes down there. And I think you just have to make this laser beam go all over the place. But... Nope, nope, there are an awful lot of masters around here. Interesting. And then there's even... there could be some treasure on the northern side, right? Yes, look at that. Even more treasure. Perfect. So let's just have a quick look around and talk with all of those fellows that have like nothing on them except for some decent blades actually. Who's this Candor? Interesting. Phase capacitor yet again. Some wool, kind of neat. What else we got here? Tools of the Voidvoken, source vampirism. Ooh! The books speak starkly about the risks and benefits of taking the source of living beings. It speaks of condemnation to oblivion, of source ill gained, but the words tantalize rather than disgust you. A strange hunger grows inside you, a hunger you never knew till now. And suddenly, you are perfectly aware that you could satisfy this hunger if you would only speak the spell. And this is how you probably learn source vampirism if you did not already know that spell. But it's an interesting dark spell from beyond. There's also spirit vision. Oh, look at that. You can learn all manner of things. That's nice. So if you didn't get spirit vision until now, you may have, lost out on so many things. This book speaks in general terms about opening one's eyes to the glory of the source, but then your eyes begin to tinkle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum. You know that now you may speak the spell and see. And then there's another unusual tab, inconspicuous contraption. Wait.
I'm missing something here.
Missing something, yeah. Either this is the electricity. Okay, this is not it.
I'm missing something here.
Got to be kidding me. Alright, and there's of course another bowl in there. Yeah, there's definitely the inconspicuous contraption. That's a strange contraption. Cassialei. Cassialei. And another belt with even more things to learn from. Very neat indeed. And Council of the Seven History. Oh. Awful lot to read. Oh, look at this. Some acid spores. But I think I already know that one. That's the Candor. More stuff to read. Nice. And even more. Sweet. Master Tremly. Wait. Let's refresh our source before we step in there, just in case. So, what else we got? This thing still doing whatever it wants to. So, there's nothing here except for that. There we go. Nah, that must be this. Another scroll. Oh, look at this. A button. A button that does things. Owie. Okay, so wait. So there's a button, and then there's a device, and then there could be a third thing to interact with, or maybe even a fourth one. Or maybe you have to interact with that door somehow. Let's just open this real quick.
Chancellor.
Very weird indeed. But anyway, let's read up on whatever we have found so far. Let's move this to Fane. There we go. That one goes to the Red Prince. Miracle scrolls and spells. This ancient tombs falling apart at the seams. Much of the scroll writing is faded with age, but squinting hard, you can decipher most of it. The esoteric illustrations describe how to create a variety of elemental scrolls for crafting. Even though this knowledge is older than your ancestors, it could still prove to be useful for you today. And nothing new learned here, sadly. Storage room, yeah. That's for me. That one go... No, that's not what I wanted. That one goes to Fane. That one also goes to Fane. That one goes to the Red Prince. That one goes to the Red Prince. This one also goes to the Red Prince. Poor fellow has to carry all of it. This booklet contains detailed instruction on how to throw and when to release the holy hand grenade. There's even exercises that you can fill in and very complicated rules explaining how to organize a role-playing game for practicing the actual throw. Finally, on the last page, there's the simple recipe on how to make one. Find the rare holy hand grenade, whoop, open it and fill it up with a starfish, then close it. Or buy one in the shop. Nice. At least something we can use here. Warfare. On the first page, you read Warfare by J. Hanneman. After that, pages upon pages of words, verses about death, demons, destruction, and war are recorded. Judging, gloating, accepting, analyzing, some seemingly random lines inspire you to create grenades based on poison and intestines. And you decide to try it out next time you have the necessary ingredients. And sadly, we don't get anything new, because we know them already for some reason. Very weird. So the face capacitor goes to the Red Prince again. Rhymes of the Scribe again. Creepy Death. Magic requires one shadow and ghoulish ingredients. Skullbows and marrow. Yeah, I got this one. So schematic. Although the schematics are written in an unfamiliar language, the diagrams match the workmanship of the eternal artifacts you have seen. The idea that these automatons were crafted by the Eternals seems likely. Let's see. Although schematic... Okay, so for some reason even Skull Attack is not helpful with that. Then we got the Rabbit's Paw. Nice. What about this one? Lucky Charm. That could actually be, because of the Lucky Charm. That's something for him. Okay, so in this case we would just exchange bartering with Lucky Charm. But that's actually quite a nice one. So let's move this up here. And move the bartering bell somewhere in there. The next time we need to barter, by the way. Yeah, the next time we need to barter. Let's go with that one. And that one can be sold directly. And another Lucky Charm belt. You get to be kidding me. There's so many Lucky Charm belts. This one can actually be sold, because now we don't need it anymore. We already have a nice and decent Lucky Charm. So let's move this to the Red Prince again. History. History of what? And so it came to pass that Astarte called upon the sun and the moon to guard the entrance to the Well of Ascension, so that only those blessed by the seven may enter its hollowed halls, or the ones that just fiddle with it long enough, because we definitely did. So, Acid Spores. Already know that spell, so that one goes to Fane. Drill Worms. A vivid and at times a very interesting description. Trees on Humanity. Gods are fairy tale phantoms. One more. Who could mistake the mysteries of nature and hand by a ghost? There, we got that one. So, what about the last one over here? The rulebook on archery. I got that one. Boletus potion stuff that's forbidden in archery contests. And that one can be sold as well. And the rest? Oh, Constitution, Pyrokinetic, nice. Warfare, Necromancy. Okay, so actually everybody could benefit from this, because there's at least one tech and then that's good. In this case, Warfare and Necromancy kind of... Actually, yeah, Necromancy is really good for everybody, because every time you deal damage directly to health, you can heal a little bit, but it may be better for tanks. And in this case, yeah, which one could be sacrificed? I mean, he definitely doesn't need Aerothurge. Pyrokinetic, yes, because of the fire breath. Constitution, I think I can get away without it. Yeah, I think I may even get away without Constitution. or the water resistance, which is fairly low actually. But yeah, warfare. Warfare would be still best on this dude, or maybe him. Let's see. Scoundrel Error Thurge, yes. Wait. Ooh, no. He doesn't need Scoundrel. There is no... Except for this one. No, this is Warfare, yes. So there are no Scoundrel spells that we need up here, so I can just exchange the valuable ring there, and I should do it. Did we lose any Arrow Thurge spells? Some of them are not memorized, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, that actually doesn't really matter. So... Oh, wait a minute, do we? No, we haven't lost anything. So that one here can now be sold the next possible time. Righty. Now, let's talk to the ghosts that are over here. Lennard, Rawl.
You are Lennard Rawl. You are a godwoken and a thief. You keep your secrets well, even from yourself.
Force your way into his memories. Now, carefully pick your way in. Ooh. Constitution Persuasion. Flood his mind with peace and light. Yeah, why not? Oh, success impossible. What? Okay, that is kind of weird. So the success is impossible. Like generally impossible? Or do you need to hit a specific one? Because it could be that it always counts towards a specific trait. Like that one said something about a thief. So maybe we have to carefully pick our way in or something. Ah, look at that. It works because we used the right choice. Very strange way of doing things, though.
You are Lennard Rawl, godwoken, thief. If you can't earn a place in Lucian's shadow, you're going to steal it. You think you'll find advantage in the Forbidden Library. But first, you have to steal the keys. Your tutors have one each, but you can't risk getting caught. You'd earn yourself a trip to the Chancellor's chamber, one from which you suspect you would not return.
Search his memory for Chancellor's chamber.
Your best friend Raedalus was your rival. You knew that he was weak. You made sure the Chancellor knew it too. And while your friend was in the Chancellor's secret room, you stole the capacitor from the Chancellor's own table. But then you heard a noise. You heard the sound of your best friend's murder. You fled. You hid the capacitors you had taken and set out to steal the rest. You were lurking here, plotting, when you were overtaken with a sense of love. You felt at peace. You felt Lucian's hand on your shoulder. You did not feel the sword blade enter your back. A hunger rises deep within you, a desire for the spirit source. This yearning is not yours, but it demands satisfaction.
No.
The hunger dies away, for now.
Wow. Very interesting. They are extremely hungry for some reason.
The ghost's memories slip easily into your mind. His name is Candor, and he thinks he's ready to ascend. He thinks he can be godwoken, ready to step up should Lucian lose the war. He's wrong. He'll die. He did die before he even made it to the Chancellor to ask for permission to fight in the Arena of the One. And what's more, he was murdered.
Let's delve deeper.
You are Candor, and you are, you believe, ready to step up. Your tutors disagree, but you want the Chancellor to hear your case. Instead, you find a man you've never met, a great and powerful sorcerer. And as his shadow falls upon you, you realize that this is Lucian the Divine himself. He gives you a smile of the utmost benevolence and grace, and you realize, as Candor, that you are far from ready. You turn and flee towards the library to warn your tutors, but Lucian is too fast. He cuts you down. You're Candor the Godwoken, dead by the hand of the Divine.
Why is Lucian killing everybody?
A hunger rises deep within you, a desire for his source. This yearning is not yours, but it demands satisfaction.
Very interesting.
The hunger dies away, for now.
Very interesting indeed. So something hungers for the source of these spirits. Strange.
Her memories flow into you as water to a stream. You are Taryan Graye, you are godwoken, but you will not be divine. You know this because you are in love with a colleague and rival. You are in love with Raedalus, and he is in love with you. You have agreed to leave the academy together, but now Raedalus is missing. Raedalus went to see the Chancellor, and you have not seen him since. You're on your way to the Chancellor's chambers when a man's voice calls your name. Lucian the Divine cups your chin, and a gentle pain stabs your heart. Lucian smiles at you, and then is gone, and you worry so for Raedalus.
Whoa. What is happening here? Allow the understanding that she's dead to seep into your soul.
Believing it comes from her own mind, she realizes the truth. She was murdered by Lucian the Divine. Raedalus too must be dead, or he would have come for her by now. She bows her head and cries.
Interesting. So for some reason, Lucian just killed everybody. But they were competing for the next Divine. They said Lucian the Divine, so he was already the Divine. They were not competing for the position, so something is strange.
She knows Raedalus went to see the Chancellor in his chambers. She did not know that Lucian was already there. She weeps.
Huh. But there was no hunger for any souls this time, which is kind of strange.
An elegant and intelligent-looking lizard. She gives you a haughty look, then turns away. A hunger rises deep within you.
Why should we... No, come on. Teach her a lesson to consume her souls, obey your god. No.
The hunger dies away. For now.
Why should we do that?
The spirit of a rather old man dodders around, seemingly oblivious to the condition of the room. He turns and offers you a genial smile.
Ah, a new student. I admire your enthusiasm, but I'm just about to close the gallery for the evening. You'll have to return in the morning.
There's no such thing as a day-night cycle in here. Say that you're no student. It's not night, and this galley of his is little more than ashes and rubble. Inquire about... Yeah, let's just say. What about the place?
Oh, come now, surely you must have heard of the gallery?
Nope.
That's the repository for the God-Woken tools. All the powers that a God-Woken needs are documented in these tools. The gallery is the most important part of the whole academy as far as I'm concerned. I will not allow it to be disrespected.
Do it, you're dead. Who are you, by the way?
I am Master Tremly, curator of the gallery. I'll be here at your service, of course, as you carry out your studies, but there's time for that yet. I'm closing for the night, as I said.
Still no night.
The ghost frowns with confusion, then wags a reprimanding finger at you.
You're new, so I won't report your insolence, but you had better learn some manners if you hope to make use of the gallery. I will not allow it to be disrespected.
Okay. So this interaction was normal. Candor was the elf. Then we're all just going about.
Which one came next? Ah, yes.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so he's moving this way. And he's... So this one starts. Then he's up here interacting with that thing. We just have to watch him closely here. And then we have to figure out where the rest of the interaction goes to. And then there are some levers. Alright. So it may be it may just start with a button, or it may just not.
Very good. Very good. Now back to the study.
Okay. So button, device, this lever. Maybe this lever came beforehand, or what's coming up next? Let's see. What's he doing now? Back to the study. Okay, so there are the levers, the button, and the device that have to be interacted with in different ways. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And what about this one? No, wait. She's also just standing up every now and then. They have a very interesting way of going about here. So, this is, why don't we just pick the lock, let's see. You gotta be kidding me, it actually works. Huh. Yeah, look at that. Unscholarly pursuit, absolutely. So, let's see. Yeah, probably have to interact with that. That's number 1. Oh, look at that. Some light. Then this button could have been number 2. And then there is the device that you have to use. There we go. And then you have to use this thingy right here, and then something strange might happen. And nothing actually happened. Okay. Anyway, but I actually expected this was the order this ghost was actually going for. Because... oh, look at this. Here's this Tremly again. You just have to follow this guy. What's he saying? What's he doing? What does he want? Maybe you have to interact with this thing too. Let's see. No, this is just a general light thing that does nothing. Let's see. What's it doing? What's it doing? What's it doing? He goes down there. No, there's nothing else. These are just empty tables, and then he sighs around. Interesting. But why did we just... or how did we just turn up the light over here? That's kind of neat. Anyway, the whole... Theory, yeah, it's actually theory. The Dean's office. Ah, nice. Just got us forward. Let's see. We got Dean Chancellor. Nothing in there. And Raedalus. Both of them dead. So the Dean is dead. This guy is dead. Very nice. There's pretty much nothing up here. Yeah, that one is empty. There's a little book in here. Another tablet. And even more to read. Interesting. So, there could be some of them. Nope, not at the entrance. Okay, so we've got pretty much everything, and you cannot open up this desk for some reason. Very strange. Righty. Let's identify that. So, the ancient tomb. The secrets of the gods. I have seen them with my own eyes, and I have discovered the truth. The seven are keeping a secret. While we worship them as saviors, they feed on us like cattle. It is all of our source that keeps them alive. They consume the very lifeblood of individuals, families, villages, kingdoms, also that they may live on in perpetuity. Also, we cannot be sated by the source we should rightfully keep for ourselves. The gods are thieves, and we their victims. The gods are liars, and we ignorant sheep. The gods are masters, and we their slaves. Then, when you champion a god, you are championing no less than your own weakness. When you worship, you sentence your neighbors to death. We will only ever be free when we abandon them, as they have abandoned us. L. That could be Lucian, or someone else that's named L. But that's very interesting that Lucian is actually thinking that. So why is he going against the gods? That's kind of weird. Very interesting. He must have figured something out. Tomb on the Godslayer. The volume lists a great many weapons and their origins. It is not a thickly paged book, however, and it feels open to a page that has been clearly read and reread. It has been known by many names in many languages. Now it is called Anathema, a blade capable of killing the first target it touches, yet no more than that. A crystalline sword that could do so much, so much as destroy a god, but would lie dormant forever and after. Okay, anything it touches first. Very interesting. So Anathema is the thing that we need, otherwise, and we only need to use it once on one target, and then never ever after. Observations on the Universal Veil. Opening the book, you can see it was a meticulously laid out treatise of some kind. But its pages have been covered in angry scrawl, leaving the original text illegible. Of the furious script covering it, you can only make out a few words. Traitor, betrayal, apostate, traitor, heretic, traitor, traitor, traitor. It's only when you read the end of the book that you find a coherent sentence. It mourns the fact that my people have been cast to the void. It swears revenge on backstabbing lords and says they will suffer the darkness they have unleashed on the world. I will be king again. Oh, interesting. So that could be the God King, dude. But that's kind of a strange story. Okay, so someone wants to be king. This Anathema thing is now red, and the ancient tomb is also red. That one goes to me. That one goes to Fane. One also goes to Fane, and this thing too. Iteran. This complicated set of schematics details the functions of the Iteran. One drawing shows 7 celestial beings bowing to the device. Aha! So the Iteran bars kind of works because of 7 Dudrinos bowing. Very interesting. And the Swarmbreaker, there we go. This book describes the crafting of the Swarmbreaker and, more importantly, its destruction. A scythe powerful enough to challenge the will of a god. It was broken in 2, both shaft and blade, and hidden on the Nameless Isle, safely out of mortal hands. I do not know where the other piece is, by the way. I actually have to look into that, because I only have one piece of the thing. Birth of the Gods. The Birth of the 7. In the volume, Tremly the Chronicler recounts the rise of the 7 great gods. On planes where souls held sway, elemental deities arose. These small gods soon fell into competition, so they created mortals to provide them with souls. Over time, these myriad gods merged into one great deity for each of the peoples. These are the 7. Interesting. Interesting. But there are actually different ways for them to arise. So what do we have here? 15. Yeah, okay. More damage. Not that much higher critical damage though. Memory is pretty neat. Initiative is pretty neat. We could also give it even more damage with the... come on. I want to use this to deal more damage, but the problem is it has poison damage, and poison tends to be something that is most resisted by enemies. It's kind of an annoying little damage type. You can use anything else pretty much other than poison, because the Voidvoken, sometimes even all of the undead really, are resistant to that, and that is just so annoying. Essential engineering, yada yada yada, make it run. A history on what? So it came to pass, or started, become the sun. Okay. Another schematics. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's just, it's better. I should use it. But also, I should not. It also has cleave damage, which would make his auto attacks even cooler. Ugh, come on. Why do there have to be items with like annoying stats on them? Like, ugh. Come on. Alright, let's talk to the Raedalus first.
His memory comes to you like a hound to its master. Your name is Raedalus, and you are Godwoken. But you know that you can never be divine. You are in love with Taryan, your rival, and that love makes you weak.
Okay, why?
You hear rumors of a god king who would free you to be with Taryan. You seek the Chancellor's knowledge of this king, but when you find the Chancellor, he lies dead. A figure stands over him.
Interesting.
Lucian, the great divine. He smiles at you and bids you approach him. He lays a hand upon your shoulder, and his blade slices your gut. As you fall, poor Raedalus, you know that you will never see your Taryan again.
Show him where the spirit of Taryan may be found. Give him the belief that he's free to go.
Raedalus awakens as if from a daze. He takes what would have been a breath, were he still alive, and breaks into a run.
Let's see if we can make both of them meet with each other again. And just 2 meters apart. Ah, how sweet.
The lovers stare into each other's eyes, together at last. Taryan registers your presence for the first time. She smiles at you in gratitude.
Smile back. They have your best wishes.
Raedalus gives you a nod of acknowledgement. You know they'll leave now for the Hall of Echoes. They turn to each other.
Ooh, nice. Alien Shadow Essence. Potion of Strong Will. Wow. I don't need the Alien Essence. Let's take that one. And the other stuff can just be grown in a vat, basically. In a vat.
Welcome to the Forbidden Library. Do not fear the truth, though it smash your world to pieces. Do not fear the truth about the gods.
Interesting. Ask him for that truth.
The gods destroy what they have made. You think them cruel, but they are not. They own us, and will do with us what they must.
A thought arrives from deep within. A single word. Lies.
Interesting. Ask him if he knows a student by the name of Raedalus.
Raedalus sought the secrets of the gods. Raedalus sought the God King, and Raedalus died at Lucian's hand.
Interesting.
Hunger rises deep within you. You, or the thing inside you, wants his source. So the hunger dies.
Not gonna happen. Interesting. So this dude knows the truth about the gods. Right. Raedalus also wanted to know the truth. And yeah, the Chancellor died probably because of that. And Lucian, because he's kind of like the divine fusion of all of the gods, kind of means that because the gods fear of their status, they kind of fear getting disowned or whatnot, and because of that, they just kill anyone who could oppose them, any challenger or whatnot, and that could be one thing. Or because he was actually looking for the God King instead. That could actually be the greatest enemy for them. Very interesting indeed. And this Lennard dude just wanted to steal some stuff, and this is why he kind of got disintegrated. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Now, what does this automaton know about that? Maybe it does know more.
The automaton fixes its illuminated gaze upon you. The
Okay, nothing here. Wait a minute. Any character within?
Fixes its illuminated gaze
no, there's nothing.
The light within it flickers for a moment.
With an inventory refreshes after an hour, and I do not know how long I took for this, but I'm now done. And before we continue with our little ascension, we are going to wait here, and then we go north in order to do what? We are going to Bishop Alexander. All right, talk with this guy. Until next time, then, like and subscribe, and ta-ta.